So, in this video, I'm going to do my best to explain diffusion and osmosis in less than 5 minutes. So, let's begin. Diffusion is the movement of molecules from a region of high concentration to a region of low concentration. Now, the reason this happens is because these molecules possess energy. They are moving around randomly because of something called Brownian motion. So they possess energy and they're moving around randomly, they're bouncing off each other, and what will happen eventually is they will spread and fill out the entire container. Now when this happens, the molecules within the container are more stable, so it's more energetically beneficial for the molecules to be spread out rather than to be closely compact in one corner. This is the basics of diffusion, the ability of these molecules to move from a high region, a high concentration to a low concentration and spread out. Now there are 4 factors which affect diffusion. This is the first one, is concentration gradient. Now what this means is if there is a higher concentration gradient, that means the difference between the molecules in the high concentration and the low concentration is much bigger. So there are a lot of molecules here and less here. So because there are a lot more molecules here, they will bounce against each other and spread. So diffusion will occur a lot faster. Temperature. Now when you heat the container, the molecules will gain more energy. When they have more energy, they'll bounce off each other faster and they will move around faster, and in turn they will spread and fill out the container quicker. The third is molecular weight. Molecules which are heavy will move around slower, and molecules which have a low molecular weight will move out faster. So if the molecular weight is low, diffusion will occur faster, and if the molecular weight is high, diffusion will occur slower. And the fourth is pressure. When you decrease the size of this container, let's say to here, what will happen is the molecules, they don't have to spread out as far as before, so they will spread and fill out this smaller container a lot quicker. This is how pressure works when affecting diffusion. Now, that's pressure done. Now we will look at osmosis. It's a very similar concept. The molecules will move from high to low concentration, but the main difference is they will move across a partially permeable membrane. What this means is that the membrane can only allow some of the molecules to transfer across. Let's look at these big blue molecules. Let's say these are glucose. Glucose will not be able to pass across this membrane. Only the water molecules will be able to pass across. So osmosis is the same, the movement from high to low concentration, but through a partially permeable membrane. Now diffusion is a passive process, which means it does not require energy. In fact, it's more beneficial for the molecules to be spread out, and it's more energetically stable for them to balance this situation where they are closely compact on one side and there are less on this side. So it's more energetically favorable for them to spread out across both mediums. Now the factors which affect osmosis are temperature. Same as diffusion, when you heat the molecules they have more energy and they move around a lot quicker. Concentration gradient, the more molecules which are on this side, the more likely it is for them to move onto this side. We're talking about the water molecules in particular. And finally, the diffusion distance. If the molecules have to move a lot further to reach the other side across the partially permeable membrane, then diffusion will be slower. If it's only a very, very short distance these molecules have to cross, osmosis will be a lot quicker. This is the basics of diffusion and osmosis in less than 5 minutes. Make sure you subscribe, and if you have any questions, write them below. Thanks, bye.